Hey, this is Joshua with Cultural Catholic coming at you with another Wednesday video on international news. So today there are four stories, um, three stories. One is the big one. I'll get to that last and name it last. The first two deal with South Africa and Japan. First, in South Africa, Cape Town looks like it will be the first city to run out of water according to Time. Um, the article explains that the city, which is the capital of South Africa, which is an important city in South Africa, will run out of water by April. They're already really low on the reserves, and they're now looking to various solutions such as desalination of seawater, which is a very common means of getting water in the Arabian Peninsula. This is the effects of climate change manifest, basically. So a big thing that people are afraid of with water is that it will disappear because of climate change, drinkable water, that is. And a lot of countries that are already water insecure are going to end up fighting fighting wars over water, which is a huge problem because water is necessary for life, and this lack of this important life-giving resource will end up killing millions of people, not only from lack of water. Well, actually, it could end up killing billions of people, not only from lack of water, but also fighting to get access to water. So we really do need to work as hard as we can to reverse climate change as best we can. Otherwise, we're going to have a smoking pile left with humanity's corpse, basically helping make the Earth uninhabitable. Next, so much like Hawaii over the weekend, Japan, the NHK in Japan, accidentally set off a false alarm. A news agency, the NHK, sent over its app and website that the North Korean military had fired a missile at Japan. But within 10 minutes, there was a correction issued. There was no missile coming towards them. And they're saying it was a switching error. They didn't really elaborate on it. Now, this is really important because Japan, along with South Korea, would be the easiest targets for North Korea to hit because they're actually very close. So if a war were to break out, millions of South Koreans, and Japanese citizens would die in the first few intervals of the war, which is something we should be really concerned about. And the fact that all these false alarms are happening is kind of scary. Hopefully this will be worked out before too long, but a nuclear war or any kind of war with North Korea is not exactly ideal. And the big story, the Rohingya, which is a Muslim minority population in what is now Myanmar, which was once known as Burma, back during the colonial days of the United Kingdom, are being sent from Bangladesh back to Myanmar. So since last summer, the Myanmar military, as well as Buddhist militias in Rakhine State, have been systematically attacking Rohingya villages, burning them, killing women, children, and men, and driving the Rohingya out of Myanmar. It has been labeled a genocide by the United Nations and international organizations because Myanmar isn't that important of a country to us resource-wise. The United States media is largely, well, at least the TV media is, television media is largely ignoring these atrocities. A lot of independent media outlets, a lot of print outlets, they are covering it. A lot of international media outlets are covering it. However, the United States isn't really hearing too much about that. And this is important because Aung San Suu Kyi, who is the civilian leader of Myanmar, effectively, is a Nobel Prize laureate and is doing nothing and is basically denying that this genocide or ethnic cleansing, at the very least, is going on within Myanmar's borders. According to Reuters and Time, they are the Bangladesh and Myanmar governments have agreed to move, starting next week, the almost 750,000 Rohingya refugees back into Myanmar, about 650 a week. Question is, will there be any place for them to go back to? Because their villages have been burned systematically. And there are a lot of human rights organizations that are really concerned. And there's actually, I will post in the description box below a link to a humanitarian organization that is actually taking donations right now, specifically to help Rohingya refugees. I actually myself donated $50 because I feel it's an important thing that we have to do, and it's, to be honest, the very least I can do, because I can't go to Southeast Asia and help these people out. I just don't have the resources to be able to do that, or the time to be able to do that, unfortunately. But if you guys could spare, at the very least, $2, every little bit will help these people who have been basically slaughtered and chased from the only home they've known for the last few centuries, because the Rohingya are believed to be illegal immigrants to Myanmar from Bangladesh. However, the Rohingya people have been there since at least the 15th century, so they've been there for at least 600 years. Maybe a little longer. History in that area is a little iffy sometimes. Not a lot of written records. And this has been going on for years, but it's just now, in the last couple of years, gotten really bad, and we really need to keep an eye on this situation and try to do what we can. So yeah, this is Joshua with Cultural Catholic, signing off.